Republic of the Philippines, His Excellency Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr. Together with DOE Secretary Garin, Citicore Renewables Chairman Edgar Saavedra, and Mr. Oliver Tan, President and CEO of Citicore Renewables, shall inspect the Citicore Solar Batangas 1 Lumbangan site facilities. The Citicore Solar Batangas 1 has a 197 megawatt peak solar power plant with battery. This facility is the first hybrid solar and baseload battery facility in the Philippines. Citicore Solar Batangas 1's 125 megawatt peak solar farm is using Trina Solar P-type 670 watt modules. Its power is converted by the Huawei 330 kilowatt inverters, then collected through the 9 megawatt medium voltage power stations from Taycay. Baseload battery facility in the Philippines consists of 320 megawatt hours total capacity from Sungrow Power Titan 2.0 AC coupled. It consists of 16 medium voltage stations of 5 megavolt amperes each and 64 battery units of 5 megawatt hours each. This facility enables us to store and dispatch needed energy beyond the normal hours of solar between 10 a.m. to 2 p.m., gaining the ability to provide a baseload level of power. inspecting the battery storage facilities. The first baseload battery facility in the Philippines consists of 320 megawatt hours total capacity from Sungrow Power Titan 2.0 AC couple. It consists of 16 medium voltage stations of 5 megavolt amperes each and 64 battery units of 5 megawatt hours each. This facility enables us to store and dispatch needed energy beyond the normal hours of solar between 10 a.m. to 2 p.m., gaining the ability to provide a base load level of power. Electricity is delivered through the 69 kilovolt Lumbangan substation and switchyard with transformer from Guangzhou, Guangzhou, a high voltage equipment from Chin and Arteche, and a 69 kilovolt collector switch substation. You can also see the control building, the central hub for monitoring and management of the power plant, crucial for safe, reliable, and efficient delivery of power to the grid. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, the President of the Republic of the Philippines, His Excellency Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr.
Panahon na ng pagbabago, dahil sa ito'y kinakailangan. Tayo na magtulong-tulong na paunlarin ang mahal ng bayan.
Panahon na ng pagbabago, dahil sa ito ay kinakailangan.
We may now be seated.
Tayo na magtulong-tulong na paunlarin ang mahal nating bayan.
Good morning. We are gathered here for the ceremonial energization of the Citicore Solar Batangas 1 solar plants covering Lumbangan and Luntal here in the Municipality of Tuy, Batangas. To deliver his welcome remarks, may we invite the Chairman of Citicore Renewables, Mr. Edgar B. Saavedra.
To His Excellency, Philippine President Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr., distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, a very good morning to everyone. When I last met the President at the groundbreaking in Katiklan Passenger Terminal Building in July, I remember him saying that we at Megawide deliver projects on budget and on time. He shared that he looks forward to our work because he has been what we can do from the simple to the most complex, always completed on schedule. Mr. President, that is the hallmark of the Citicore Megawide Group. We are proud to have delivered first world level projects such as the Mactan Cebu International Airport, the Clark International Airport, and the Parañaque Integrated Terminal Exchange, transforming critical gateways of the Philippines and proving that Filipino engineering and innovation can achieve world-class standards. Today, we build on the tradition of engineering excellence. I'm happy to announce that Citicore Megawatt Group has once again delivered on time and on target, a project worthy of a first world Philippines. Citicore Solar Batangas 1, where solar never sleeps, the first solar power plant in the Philippines equipped with a battery energy storage systems that has true baseload capacity. Traditionally, solar power has been limited by nature itself. It produces energy only when the sun is shining, typically from 6 in the morning to 5 in the afternoon. Beyond those hours, output falls sharply, and the grid is forced to rely again on fossil fuels. But today, with our integrated battery energy storage system, we change the reality. For the first time in the Philippines, solar power is no longer just daytime power. With battery support, we can dispatch renewable energy 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. This milestone is not just for Citicore Renewable Energy Corporation, but for the entire country. From humble beginnings in 2015, we are now on track to deliver our first gigawatt of renewable energy by year-end. The first step toward our bold 5 gigawatt targets in 2030. This is only the beginning. Citicore is committed to its mission, powering a first world Philippines with pure renewable energy. Together with government and our communities and our local government units, we will continue building a brighter, sustainable future for every Filipino. Thank you and mabuhay ang Pilipinas.
Thank you, Chairman Saavedra. May we now invite the President side stage to lead the Ceremonial Energization of Lumbangan and Luntal, Batangas 1 sites, together with Energy Secretary Sharon Garin and Citicore Renewables Chairman Edgar Saavedra. Today's event marks a significant milestone in the energy landscape, not only for Citicore, but for the entire Philippines. Ready, Mr. President? In 3, 2, 1. Congratulations to everyone! At this point, may we call on Energy Secretary Sharon S. Garin to introduce our guest of honor.
Good morning, everyone. Ladies and gentlemen, the President of the Republic of the Philippines, His Excellency, Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr.
Thank you very much, Secretary Sharon Garin, for your introduction. Please, let's take our seats. The Indonesian Ambassador to the Philippines, His Excellency Agus Wijojo, and the esteemed members of the Diplomatic Corps, Batangas 1st District Representative Leandro Leviste, Provincial Vice Governor of Batangas, Hermilando Inco Dodo Mandanas, the Municipality of Tuy, Mayor Jose Jeserel Cerrado, Chairman of Citicore Renewables Edgar Saavedra, who spent his time showing off about all of their successes. Pero may karapatan, may kay. Talagang ginawa nila yung mga sinasabi niya. Citicore Renewables President, CEO Oliver Tan, and all of the Citicore employees and officials. Tama yan, palakpakan ninyo sarili ninyo. Malaking bagay itong nagawa ninyo rito. It is a very, very important step. My fellow workers in government, ladies and gentlemen, a good day to everyone. As a former governor, I was one of those who believed in the promise of renewable energy. At the same time, I also saw how some clean energy technologies had begun to compete with agriculture for limited land, which threatened global food security. Many people may not know, but in my time as governor of Ilocos Norte, we put up the first commercial wind farm in Southeast Asia. Ganun ang aking paniniwala sa renewables. We have now moved more to the solar simply because the technology has improved. It is a little more affordable, and especially with the development of the battery technology, one of the weaknesses always seen about renewable, and then for renewable, I include solar, wind, even wave energy collection, all of these other renewables. Laging nagiging problema, paano yung baseload? Ano yung baseload? Baseload is essentially for the industries who run their factories at night because it is the cheapest rate. Ngayon, pag walang araw at gabi, walang balik na tayo, kagaya ng inaipaliwanag, we go back to fossil fuel. With the advent of actual, reliable, and viable energy battery technology, we can now get around that problem. We can now get around that weakness of renewable energy because the battery technologies will be able to collect power and to continue to provide that power even when there is no sun. Even when mahina, maulap, halimbawa, umuulan o may bagyo, nandiyan naman yung mga baterya, kahit papano, makakapagbigay pa rin ng kuryente para sa taong bayan. Today, we just witnessed the energization of the first hybrid agro-solar and battery storage system in the country that will bring hope for a safer and cleaner future, while at the same time helping secure our food supply. Another new feature of this project is the fact that they use the same land to grow crops, to grow vegetables, to grow agricultural products, so that the land is categorized as agro-energy, which is a new category altogether. So, Secretary Sharon, we have to work hard for the government to catch up. This is what we had. Government has to catch up to the technology that our private sector partners are providing. Dito sa Batangas, pinapakita natin sa buong mundo na ang solar power ang daang tungo sa isang pangmatagalan at malinis na paraan ng pagbibigay liwanag sa ating mga tahanan at industriya. The Lumbangan and Luntal power projects of Citicore Solar Batangas 1 gives us up to 197 megawatts of renewable energy, reinforced by a 320 megawatt-hour battery storage system. Ibig sabihin, makakapaghatid ito ng kuryente sa hanggang 158,000 kabahayan. Mababawasan din ng higit sa 265,000 toneladang carbon dioxide emission kada taon. Malaki-laki yun. 265,000 tons of carbon dioxide emission. Katumbas ng pagtanggal ng libo-libong sasakyan sa kalsada, mas malinis ang hangin, mas ligtas ang ating kapaligiran. Sa pamamagitan naman ng Agro-Solar Initiative, nakikipag-ugnayan ang Citicore sa ating mga magsasaka upang magtanim sa ilalim at sa paligid ng mga solar panel. Bukod sa nagagamit ng husto ang espasyo, makakadagdag pa ito sa kita ng mga magsasaka at makakatulong pa sa pagtiyak natin sa supply ng pagkain. Ang tawag sa ganitong gawi ay agrivoltaics. Ibig sabihin, pinagsasabay ang pagtatanim at ang pag-generate ng energy. Nababawasan ang kompetisyon sa lupa ng agrikultura at enerhiya, kayang pasabayin ang pagsulong ng food security at renewable energy. Patunay lang na kapag may malasakit, may paraan. This project reminds us of the importance of working closely with the private sector. We thank Citicore once again for working with us to bring clean and reliable energy to every Filipino home. We also look forward to the realization of Citicore's goal to add 5 gigawatts of clean energy in the next 5 years. And you made the mistake of mentioning the 5 gigawatts. Nabanggit mo na. Wala nang atrasan yan. Andyan si Secretary Sharon, every time magbubukas kayo, kinakalkula niya, aabutin ba talaga nila yung 5 gigawatts o hindi? Well, sinasabi niyo this year, you will almost 1 gigawatt. And this will be the first gigawatt solar project in the Philippines. Wala pang ganitong scale. At kung maipatuloy na nga, 5 gigawatts in the next 5 years. Habang ang Citicore at iba pang mga investor ay patuloy na nagtatayo ng mga pasilidad na kagaya nito, gumagawa naman ang pamahalaan ng mga hakbang upang isulong at palawakin ang renewable energy sa ating bansa. Sa pamamagitan ng Energy Virtual One-Stop Shop at Green Lanes, pinapabilis at pinapadali natin ang proseso para sa mga renewable energy project. Sa katunayan, ang ilang proyekto ng Citicore tulad nito ay dumaan sa Green Lanes na makakapagbilis sa pagtutupad ng ganitong klaseng proyekto. Kasabay nito, ang Department of Energy at iba pang ahensya ng pamahalaan at ang NGCP ay patuloy na nagkakaisa upang matiyak na may sapat na transmission line at infrastruktura upang maihatid ang kuryente sa ating tahanan, paaralan at mga negosyo. So be assured that the Department of Energy will continue to implement measures that drive investments into the sector and to expedite the approval of renewable energy projects. To our LGUs, I encourage you to strengthen your partnerships with investors so that more agro-solar projects can serve as models for both food and energy security. Ladies and gentlemen, the Philippines is open to the future. We are open to business and innovation. Our arms are open to a future where clean energy is the norm. Makakatiyak kayo na ang inyong pamahalaan ay patuloy na naghahanap ng mga paraan upang makabuo ng mas malinis na enerhiya na magbibigay ng liwanag sa ating bagong Pilipinas. Isang maunlad na bagong Pilipinas para sa kasalukuyan at sa mga hinaharap ng ating mga susunod na henerasyon. Maraming salamat at mabuhay ang Citicore Solar Batangas. Mabuhay ang bagong Pilipinas. Maraming salamat po. Magandang tanghali po sa inyo.
Thank you, Mr. President. May we request the President to kindly remain on stage and grant us a photo opportunity. May we request Secretary Garin, Mr. Saavedra, ERC Chairman Juan, to join the President on stage, as well as the local government officials and selected Citicore executives to please come on stage. Other Citicore officials and selected guests, please get ready. please exit to your right. Next, may we call on other Citicore officials and selected guests to please proceed on stage. Please exit to your right. May we request the President to please proceed downstage to grant us a group photo. May we also request our attendees to stand and gather at the center and join us in the group photo. At the count of 3, ready? 1, 2, 3. That ends our photo opportunity. Thank you, Mr. President. And happy, happy birthday!
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday. Happy birthday to you.
And that concludes our program for today. Thank you, Mr. President, for gracing us with your presence in this significant event as we continue our journey towards a sustainable and energy-secure Philippines.